Okay, this is the July sketch from the Facebook page of creator Scrapbook Magazine Sketchy group. I've gone from a one-page layout to a two-page layout, and this is how I did it. This is using the memory lane paper that's available now through August 31st. Such cute paper. Love it. Here we go. This is how I put it together. Hello again, this is Dorothy with Scrapbooking, and I am going to now do the July Sketchy Challenge from the Creative Scrapbooker Magazine Facebook page. So there is July, and what I'm going to do for this one is, instead of doing a single page, I'm going to go ahead and do essentially a mirror image of it and make a two-page layout just for to extend it a little bit. So here are the papers that I cut, and this time instead of using the floral, I'm going to use those cute little houses. And this is one of the background papers, one of the, we call them B&T's, background and texture papers. And love the color, absolutely love the color. So there's the floral. So the flip side is getting used. So I'm going to go ahead and put my Tombow on and give it about an inch or so from top and bottom. And I'm trying to decide here, should I distress everything in sapphire? And I decided, the little houses are all kind of clean and sharp, and I think I'll just not do the distressing for this. And the colors are very delicate, so I don't want to really muddy anything up. And so I'm going to use, instead of using the 4 by 5.5, I'm using a 4 by 6, because that's usually what the prints that I end up with. And I'm going to go ahead and put it down and overlap that, I think it's about 11 inch by 1 inch strip there. And then these are 3 by 4s. So I've made, now for these, they don't really have it on the sketch, but I went ahead and made sapphire backgrounds for all of the pictures, or when I put pictures on there. And so I just, I'm just kind of mimicking the little roof lines on the houses. So not showing a whole lot, just a little bit, just a little hint, but sapphire is a very strong color, so it's definitely sticking out quite a bit. Now this one I'm going to overlap it, and so I'm just putting the Tombow on one end. And I'm using the ruler because I'm going to be taking my white gel pen and doing a dashed line, because now they have it in a dark color that sticks out, and maybe I should have used something dark, but I decided I would go with the white so it doesn't stick out a whole lot. I have to get the ink going a little bit better. But I kind of like the way the white looks on it. So it shows, but it doesn't jump out at you. So I'm putting it about 3/4 of an inch from the edges and going up however long. And then, I eventually go over it a little bit to put a little bit stronger color and overlap the white ink so it sticks out a little bit more. So the other thing I could have done, which I was really thinking of doing, is taking one of the zip strips and splitting it from the 1/2 inch down to a 1/4 inch and using the zip strips to make those corners too. You could totally do that and it would look really, really good. So I'm just kind of going over the lines, and see, it does make them stick out a little bit more, but it is kind of a busy background, which, what can I say? So I'm just trying to figure out, they have a title down at the bottom. So this says Living in the Moment, and I'm going to go ahead and use my Anti-Static pouch to cover the sticky on the sticker with the powder that's in the pouch. And I'm just going to go ahead and pop this up with my thicker foam tape and put it down there. And, I'm thinking, it's not a whole lot of a title, but I didn't leave myself a whole lot of room down there either. Excuse me. So, I'm just, to tell you the truth, I'm really just kind of hoofing it here. So I'm going to go ahead and use some of my strips for the journaling, and I'm going to put it up there where and I'm using like 3-inch strips, and I'll probably at the end of this go ahead and put a 3rd strip up there because the 2 just doesn't cut it, and that one is crooked, which, thank you. So my eyeball seems to be getting crooked. I've lost my straight. At least maybe I thought I had straight for a while. But anyway, so I digress. So I'm going to put a couple of little gold glitter gems I'm going to put them around where they have little circles on that sketch, up at the top there and then down towards the bottom. And I'm going to use a bigger one from the Cozy Up. Those are really pretty, larger glitter dots. And so I'm using the medium and the smalls to, give different sizes. And I eventually put some glitter dots on the end of the journaling strips because I really do like the way that looks. So I'm going to go ahead and do the facing paper. There we go. Facing page, I guess I should say. And what you want to do when you're doing this, especially when you're making a mirror image, is you want to make sure that you go ahead and line your papers up. And then when you put your mirror image up, you want to get it just lined up perfectly. I don't really think it makes that much of a difference because they're going to be in opposing pages, and you will get some space in between there, so it doesn't come right up to the edge. Now I didn't realize it, but I put that the little house paper on kind of wonky, and so I have to kind of lift it up. And fortunately, if you do that not too long after you put it down, the stickum doesn't hold up and adhere real strongly, so you can move it a little bit. So this one I'm not putting a 4x6, and I'm just putting some 3x4s. And I'm still trying to decide if I should use that. And I just decided that there's just not enough contrast, so I'm going to have to use that for something else. So I went ahead and cut some 3x4 temporary photo mats, placeholders, that's what I want to say, in White Daisy because I ran out of my 3x4s, so I've got to order some more of those. But, these can totally be used. You don't have to use those placeholders. Honest to goodness, you don't have to use them. I just do it for a quick means of being able to say, oh, look, I need a 3x4 there, or I need a 4x6, or I need a 5x7. So it just makes my thinking less, period. So I'm just going ahead and lining up these so that they're even across the top, and then I see that there's kind of a little space down at the bottom there. So I'm still kind of looking to see what I need to use. So I was going to use, it's a cute little, it's just a little bit of a journaling blob. So like you could put, the date and place maybe down on that small little sticker. It's a little journaling sticker, and I do mean little journaling sticker. So dates and place would be perfect for that. And I'm going ahead and putting in my dashed lines with the white gel pen. I really like that white gel pen. So we're doing that. And just so you know, if you haven't, or do a little advertisement here, if you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can make stuff along with me. You can have this be like having a Zoom meeting for scrapbooking. I started doing my clubs back in COVID. We did Zoom meetings, and so we had somebody to scrapbook with, and we could still talk, over Zoom. It was kind of neat, but there's nothing that beats having people in person, right? I mean, did we not all really miss that? I think our population has gotten a little wonky from COVID. So anyway, I'm going ahead and putting my little dots down, my little glitter dots. And, I like the way I'm glad I used, see, now I'm straightening it out, and it's like, oh boy. Okay, let's see what we can do with that completely ruining everything. And you know what? It wasn't hard to do. Just kind of, that was easy. See, as long as you catch it early, it's not too bad. I keep on staring at, I love the sticker sheet. I think it's really, really cute. It's just not, I guess I'm not in the groove with the stickers for this page. There's a lot of things I want to do, but it's like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do that. So I kind of look at it and I kind of think that, I'm pretty much finished, but it's not really finished, right? And I don't really know what else to do. And kind of like, okay, I guess that I'm done. But I'm just missing something. So I find some more of the little hearts. These were cut out a long time ago. And I mean, if you're doing any kind of punches or die cuts on especially things like hearts and stars and, where pretty much anything that you're doing your die cuts of, go ahead and make more. And then put them in a little bowl or a little jar or a little tray. And I even have some little sandwich bags with, hearts and stars in them. But I went ahead and pulled some of the hearts out because I thought, well, yeah, and then I've got this circle that I don't know what to do with. Then I went and sat down and I thought, it's got houses on it. So why don't I put home is where the heart is? So I got out my smallest alphabet, and it's this is a die cut alphabet. It's called what is it called? I think it's called the simple serif. I'll put it down below. The simple serif alphabet, and these are, I think they're like 7/8 of an inch tall, and I put a little line 1/4 of an inch up from the strip going across there. And I just kind of spell out home is where, and that E just really wants to stick to my finger. And then it just wants to stick wherever it shouldn't be. So now, mind you, I speeded this up, if you can believe this, 400%. And that's how slow I move. So I had to speed it up. But I decided, well, instead of, I don't have enough room to spell out heart, so I'm putting the open heart there. Because if you have an open heart, you're open to people coming into your home. And so I put home is where the heart is. So it's like, I heart you. Well, that's what this is. So there we go. And now it looks like, okay, that looks better. So I'm kind of putting my hearts up, and I'm popping them up. And I have one here, one here. I kind of have an empty corner in that upper right, but I'll have to think about it if there's something else. Sometimes I can really go overboard. And then I'm just going to use my little rubber eraser rubber, I forget what it's called, and taking out the line. So I don't think I put that heart on there right. That one heart over the is. Anyway, it has to get popped up, but I'm going to put another strip there. Anyway, hope you liked it. Thanks so much for watching. Bye. Okay, now I'm done. 2 journaling strips and a heart in the upper right corner. Thanks for watching. Bye. Hi, I'm Dorothy Smith. Thanks for watching my video, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel and learn along with me. Thanks. Bye-bye.